Okay, so well, yes, I never have used the word Theory.
Oops.
Yeah, so I've always used the word Total, and I put an IT on the end of it, like a totality. It's a total cup of tea. It's your totalness more. So I always have called in magnicity a grand unified totality, so that you could understand that as a polar completeness versus looking at things being polarized, which doesn't exist proper. Like you've got degrees and ratios of everything, sort of like the polar completeness. And yeah, so it's a total different sort of mindset that we're teaching. But anyway, it's called G.U.T, a grand unified. That's a great way to remember it. G.U.T. It's a grand unified totality. What does that mean? It means a quanta. A quanta? Yeah, you got something that's measurable. Because why? Oh, because it's physics. You have something measurable, right? You're going to have to want to be able to get somewhere. So yeah, it's a quanta. It actually is a quanta. So like a JC quantum is an actual substance. It's a level of size and weight and things. You see, down on the level of the conduction of our vacuum. Yeah, so and it actually is not a theory. Right. So I've done what I can, kind of not to really have any theories at all, or not even whatsoever, because it's just sort of like, why do you want to just have theories about stuff? It's really down there. People should do what they can to actually have more facts and stuff, yeah. And quanta. Quanta is more like a visible fact.
Wow.
You get me? Yeah.
So, just came to me, but how the different words have common origin?
Yeah.
You think you called it a mother tongue or?
Yeah, motherboard. Yeah, the motherboard. Like you've got a motherboard. A mutterboard. It's a mutterboard. It's like a board that where your muttering is. Yeah, you've got a recording of it. Yes, you do. Where's that? In your tissue protoplasm. So we've got to do a show about this because, like, Google will say, protoplasm doesn't exist. It's like, yeah, right. We're going to do a show about protoplasm. Yeah, right. So information is stored in the tissue protoplasm, you see, and we're going to be learning a bit more about how the memory gets stored in the membrane, the brain of your mem of a brain, your brain. So that's your brain. The external covering, like a turtle, for instance, its shell is part of its spine, you see. So that's its spine. And so that is the spine of what? Of a cell or a life colloid. Ooh, really? Yeah, it doesn't have an internal spine. It has its spine, like its skull, its brain of a mem. And that's what it means. It's a brain of a mem. It's a mem of a brain. Mem for memory. And brain for convoluted folds, so that you've got multiplicity of dimensions. How's that, Ricky? Yeah, there's a language crystal with everything, isn't there? Yeah, it's a really good show because, like, have you ever thought that animals communicate, mate? They're communicating. Do you ever think that they're actually talking to each other, telling each other stuff? And do you ever think that they sometimes have internal dialogue, which they sure do? Yeah? It's quite extraordinary. If we give the whole of ourselves to everything we see around ourselves, we are living more in a grand unified totality versus something that's just theoretical, and everything that people did was just to theorize that maybe something existed. And it's like, well, why shouldn't we just have fact and talk about the things which is factual, and that is that animals have language. And so we would be describing in the show, like, how is that happening? And what's examples of this? Is there good examples of this in nature? It's like, yes, there is. So it's really observing these subtle things, isn't it? Coming to cause you to become aware more of the whole. Yeah.